Hey guys, welcome back to Spooky Witches UK. Today you're joining me for my very first murder mystery. But is it a murder mystery? It's a mysterious death. But before I do, I need you to go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I went to adjust my glasses and I'm not wearing them. So you can keep seeing my face on your screens. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about a lady called Elisa Lam. She was found... Where the fucking hell is that though? Oh, it's... Of course! Under the desk, as per usual. So yeah, Elisa Lam, her body was found in a water tank on top of the Cecil Hotel. Now, this story is a strange one. Because it is still unknown as to how her body ended up in the water tank. So Elisa was born to Hong Kong immigrants in 1991 in Canada. She was studying at the University of British Columbia at the time of her death, but she wasn't registered at the time of her death. So that's strange in itself. She decided to take a trip to California, but prior to doing so, she was suffering with her mental health. She'd been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression. So she was taking around 4 different medications for her mental health. Sorry, you can probably hear the PlayStation in the background. So she takes this trip to California, right? And her parents were concerned about her travelling alone. So she promised to ring them every day, once a day, every day, while she was gone. And she did just that. So using buses and stuff to travel around, buses and Amtrak to get around, she visited San Diego and went to the zoo there. From there she went to Los Angeles and checked into the Cecil Hotel. Now, she was supposed... So she checked in on the 26th of January 2013. And she was supposed to be sharing a room there. But complaints from the people that she was sharing the room with of strange behaviour ended up with her having to go into a solo room. So she kept her promise. She rang her family once a day until 31st of January 2013, where she didn't contact them. This was also the day that she was supposed to have checked out of the hotel. So she was supposed to have checked out the hotel because she was supposed to be going over to Santa Cruz. If that's how you pronounce it, I'm not entirely sure. This didn't happen. Now, obviously, her parents were concerned for the daughter because she'd never broken a promise thus far, so they contacted the police. And I've just realised that you can barely see me on this. Oh, there we go. That's better. So they contacted the police, and the police jumped into action pretty much straight away. They headed to and the parents headed to LA themselves to help look for her. No. The police started questioning, like, the hotel staff and things like that. And everyone says that she was last seen alone. Oh, what colour should I do today? We'll do this one. So, the owner of a nearby bookshop called Katie Orphan, she said that she had last seen Eliza buying gifts for her family. Wow, that's really pigmented. She was last seen buying gifts for her family, but she looked to be in high spirits. So, the police searched the hotel, right? With police dogs, but found nothing. They found nothing. No sign of Eliza, nothing. So, go in with this dark purple on the outer corner there. So they searched everywhere they could, right? But there were certain places in the hotel that they couldn't go without reasonable cause, probable cause. So they needed a warrant, basically. But they searched everywhere else, including the roof. Now, turning up nothing in their search, they plastered her picture everywhere. It was even in international news. Right, about this missing girl, and they had nothing. There was no leads, nothing, until the mysterious surveillance footage. Now this footage, I unfortunately can't find the clip to put into my video. However, you can find this footage all over YouTube. So I implore you to do so. Now, I'm going to put a few pictures in, a few stills from the footage. Now, this footage has been picked apart by many people because of the strange behaviour which Eliza exhibits in it. Like, she's making strange hand gestures. She gets out. She presses the button to every floor. And each floor she gets out. And she looks both ways. And then she gets back in the elevator, and she literally does that on every floor. No. Oh, shoot. At one point, it looks like Elisa is having a conversation with herself. I'm sorry guys, just doing my eyeliner. You know what I'm like when I'm doing eyeliner, I can't talk whilst I'm doing it. Oh shoot. So yeah, so it looks like she's having a conversation with herself, right? So obviously, it only added fuel to the fire. To the already raging fire. Now, after this footage was released, there was a big breakthrough in the case. And I mean a big breakthrough. Big breakthrough. So, hotel guests had started to complain. I've put that away and I need it. So hotel guests had started to complain that they were getting really low water pressure. And water tasted funny, that it would come out black and before clearing up. So on February 19th, 2013, only 4 days after the footage was released, Elisa Lam's body was discovered in one of the water tanks that sat on top of the building. Now, this water tank was 1,000 gallons. And it provided water to the hotel guests, the kitchen, and a nearby coffee shop. Right. And the tank had to be drained and cut open from the side to be able to remove Elisa Lam's 5'4" frame from the tank. Now, the details on Elisa's body remained vague. And I mean very vague. Some say she was found naked. Others say she was found clothed. And she had like a sand-like texture on her. Now, this again is where it starts getting sketchy, guys. So, running forensics was difficult because of obviously decomposition, and a body had already started to decompose. The coroner said he couldn't find any evidence of foul play or sexual assault. Right. So the toxicology reports ran on Elisa's blood showed that the fact that she was taking prescription medication. There was no alcohol, no illegal substances in her body. Just a medication, right? However, more tests couldn't be ran because, like, apparently the blood just wasn't viable to run more tests. Which, I mean, to be fair, she was decomposing. Anyway, her death was ruled as accidental drowning due to her bipolar disorder. Now, was it really an accident? That is the question a lot of people want to know. Was it really an accident? The death and discovery of Elisa Lam raised more questions than it provided answers. So, how did she get up to the roof for a start? Because the area was blocked off to guests. And how did nobody see her going to the roof? Right? That's one thing. The next thing, how did she get into the water tank? Because workers of the hotel had to use a ladder to get into the water tank. So how did she get in there? And also, how was it closed? Because the lid of this water tank was extremely heavy, right? So how is it she's managed to not only get inside, but also close the lid behind her? So, some say that she might have had a psychotic break, but it still doesn't explain how she got into the water tank. Some say she committed suicide, but again, how did she get into the water tank and close the lid behind her? More importantly though, these people said that the coroner's report should be re-examined, especially for indication that there was sexual assault or testing of the rape kit. Now, Elisa Lam's phone was finally found. Right. And it showed that her Tumblr that she used, because she was a blogger, it showed that her Tumblr had still been being uploaded on. Now, this could genuinely have just been a simple fact of she used the queue option on Tumblr where you can schedule posts to go up without having to actually upload them. right? Or, oh, me lash. Oh, everything's just going all kinds of wrong today, innit, guys? Or was somebody posting from her drafts? I mean, we'll never know. We will never know. It does obviously show that there are more questions than there are answers when it comes to the death of Elisa Lam. Nobody knows, really, what happened to her. But when it comes to the case of Elisa Lam, unfortunately, her parents still do not have closure. They may never have closure on what happened to the poor daughter. I have heard many things as to who she was talking to. In the elevator. Have I put them too far down? Oh, bloody no, I have. No. There is obviously Ghost Adventures did an episode at the Cecil Hotel where Elisa Lam went missing. I haven't watched it yet, personally. But I've heard that she was talking to spirits in the elevator. Again, unsure as to how true this is. This lash just doesn't want to sit properly for me. Let's do it again. I've put my bloody glue up, put my glue back. However, it does seem likely, in my opinion, that she very well could have had a psychotic break. But it's like I said, it still doesn't explain how she ended up in the water tank on top of the building. But we'll never know, guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video about Elisa Lam, the poor girl. I do implore you to go find the footage, because it is interesting, to say the least. This lash just does not want to stick for me today, guys. But yeah, definitely go find that footage. You will not regret watching that footage. I just hope that one day we do find out what happened to the poor girl. But yeah, the footage is definitely strange, to say the least. But it's the whole point of Spooky Witches, to find the scary, the spooky, and the strange in almost everything. But yeah, on that note, guys, I have now finished. So I will see you all in the next video on Tuesday. Please stay safe. Please stay safe. And just to implement what I said last time, if any of you ever need anything, just message me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Like, even find my private Instagram if you need to. But yeah, please stay safe out there. I love you all, and as always, stay spooky, witches. Bye.